let's get into it. Yo, what's up YouTube? So this is the third video of a 6-video series I'm gonna do with high praise music that you can use in church for, you know, those high atmospheres. So I started in the key of D, and then my plan is to stop at C, but I'm going up in whole steps. So I did D, did E. Today we're gonna do F sharp, we're gonna do A flat, B flat, and then C, and then I'm just gonna end it on that. And eventually I'm gonna do all 12 keys, but just to start, we'll keep it there. So today, F sharp. So same formula we've been using: 1, 4, 6, 2, 5, 1. So dominant chords for the first two. So 1 dominant, that's F sharp dominant 7. We said, you know, 9s and 11s and 13s are all interchangeable. You know, it's just adding extra colors. So if I played this as a 9, it would sound like this, with the 9 on top, or wherever you put the 9, really. You could put it there too. So 1, 4. So dominant chord. You got your 1, 3, 5, 7. I put the 1 in there again, and then did 3. 1, 4, 6. Remember, these are augmented with sharp 9s. Augmented 7s with sharp 9. So 6 augmented 7 with a sharp 9 is this. So if we look at that, you have a 7, you have a sharp 9, you have your 3, and then you have your augmented 5th. And this is your 1. So we play down there. So then your 2, same chord, augmented 7 with a sharp 9. So that's an A flat. So you got A flat. You have your sharp 9 up here. You have your 3, augmented 5th, which is E, and then your 7. And that takes you to your 5, which is another augmented with a sharp 9. So C sharp augmented 7, sharp 9. This is the sharp 9 right here, and up here too. And actually, you can throw this, you can play it like that or that. Just different variations. That's just keeping the 1 in there. Or you can, and then take you to your 1, which is a 4 over 1. So in F sharp, so let's look at this. F sharp, that's your 1, 2, 3, 4. So when I say 4, usually when you hear 4 by itself, that really means a major chord. If it's not specified that it's a minor or augmented, a number by itself just means major. So when I say 4 over 1, I'm saying a 4 major chord over a 1 bass note. So the way that looks, 4, B is your 4 in F sharp over 1. And the variation we're doing, we're throwing a major 11 in there, so, or 11 in this B. So you go to the 4th note of this chord, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So you think, I'm thinking like I'm in the key of B. I know I'm in F sharp, but when you playing chords, you have to think like you in the key that of the chord you're playing. So the 4th degree or the 11th of that scale would be E. So I throw this in there, and that's what gives you that grit when you playing like high praise music. The clusters give you that real high praise sound, and that's what really pushes the room. So 1, 4. So I changed it. Now I add in color. So the 9, I threw the 1 9, 1 dominant 9 to a 4 13. 6, 2, 5, 1. And you can go back to this one too. Like I said, You can end on that, but to me, it's just you get a better response when you play. Cause it's all right, so that's with a bass player. Now without a bass, that's without a bass player playing. So this is another thing. If you do have a bass player and you just not used to using your left hand to chord, you can play the bass. The only thing is, if a bass player decides that he wants to go to the 3 instead of the 1, or he wants to substitute the flat 7 instead of going to the 2, it becomes a clash, you know, in that area. So if you calling the numbers and everybody doing what you calling, then you can get away with it. But if your bass player is a little more free, you probably want to just make sure you start to really develop your left hand chording, just to prevent clashing with your bass player. So without a bass player in F sharp, 1 4 6 2 5 1, your 1 would be this. Remember, you playing your tritone of each note, each bass note in it, which is your 3 and your minor 7. So a major 7 in F sharp would be F. You're not playing major 7s, you're playing minor 7s or dominant 7s. So your 1 and your dominant 7 of each note. So that's your 1. I always keep this chord the same over my 1 and 4. You can change it, but it kind of helps you just remember, where you're going. So 4, this is my 7 and my 3 of B. This takes me to my 6. So in my last video, I talked about how it can sound kind of thin the higher you go up on the keyboard. So what I do, I alternate my tritone for the 6. So a 1 4, my 6, I'm going to my 7, and this is my 3, but I just play it, instead of playing it up here, I just take this 3 down here, and then so this is a 1 and a 5 in F sharp in the key you're in. Then you drop this down a whole step, and you play your flat 7 and your 4 of that key to get to your 2. So 6 2, and stay here for the 5 as well, and you just move your tritone down. So this is a chromatic movement down here. So 6 2 5, 6 2, you stay here for the 2 and the 5 5. And that'll be over C sharp. So, or you can throw that in there. You can throw that in there. Just adding color. So that's an augmented 5th in that for that one. And then the 7. So anytime you playing those chords, you can always extend them, like adding, like playing a major over there. One way I look at it is, if I'm on C sharp, if I know that's my bass note, I look at my 7 and I always go down a whole step from my 7, and I form a major chord over this note. So my 1, my 7, if I know I'm playing an augmented sharp 9 chord, I go down from my 7 a whole step, and I form my major over that. So this would be A major, and that's one way I remember it. So this would be E. If you was on the 2, it would be E major, A major to the 1. So over the 6, same thing, B major, and you got to throw that in there too. Got to get that 3 in there. But I'm going 1 7. Go down from a whole step down from my 7, and I form my chord over this note right here. So B major to my 2, E major, because this is my 7. I go down a whole step, E. Or you can bring that up here. You get a better sound. So A 1, So 6-2-5 would sound like 6 with those major chords. 6, 2, 5, and then 1. The other way we did was 6, 2, 5, and 1. You could do that too.